Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your angel and spirit guide message reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into this reading, Aquarius, and see what your angels and your spirit guides have to say. I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are your totem animals for this time. So if you see these animals in the wild or you see an image of these animals, this is your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder, Aquarius, saying, remember this message. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So we have the brown bear spirit, take time out. And we have the mouse spirit, tend to the small things. So take time out, Aquarius, to tend to the small things. You are going to find that, especially during this time with all the craziness in the world, that taking time out to tending to the small things, to saying the small things like, I appreciate you, I love you, reaching out to people in just a small, kind way, that is going to make all the difference in the whole entire world. It really is. It's actually going to have more of an impact, Aquarius, than you even realize. Because you're going to think, oh, it's not a big deal. I'm just going to send this text to somebody or call this person up on the phone, things like that. And it's going to make a really big difference to people, to situations during this time. Well, maybe not situations, but to people during this time. And then we have your chakra cards. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have meditation, we have the crown chakra, also connecting with your heart whilst you meditate. And then we have the earth star chakra, which is growing. You are grounding, which is grounding yourself, and it is growing within that grounding, within that understanding as you move forward, rooted and really embedded in what you desire from life. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Angel and spirit guide message for Aquarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the horned god, which is the emperor energy. This is an Aries, which is the emperor in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and an Aries energy. This is a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. You are crowned by the Knight of Swords, which is you. So you are absolutely taking control of things. You're really moving forward with this power, and you're going after what you want, just like period, end of discussion. You have the Harvest right here, which is the Judgment card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. You're rising, you are moving forward in understanding. Yeah, it's like a resurrection of self. It's power. The Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, a fire sign energy in Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Nine of Swords, way too much in your own head. Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Wands, Eight of Wands. Excuse me. I like this progression from the Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands. It's like as you are tending to things, you're going to see things moving much more quickly than you had thought they would. You thought, okay, this is going to take more time, this is going to take more effort, and then all of a sudden it's like, ready or not, here it comes. And as you are doing so, you are embracing your passion, your power. You're really claiming your throne, your energy. This kind of like divine masculine energy is around you. You know what you know, and you're moving forward in confidence and in determination. You have the Badger spirit coming through twice, and it's like, be bold, be brave, stand your ground, know what you stand for in your life, in your heart, in your soul, in yourself. And even if you're sitting there and saying, Dane, I stand for kindness, and it's like, well, do so. Do so quietly and gently, and let people laugh if they want to, but let that be your truth, because Aquarius, that is your truth. That is your truth. And a lot of people downplay how important kindness is, and the power of your heart, Aquarius, and the power of the way that you connect with people. And that is one of your greatest gifts. You have the repeat of the number 8. You're taking things astoundingly seriously during this time. You're really seeing this as kind of like the beginning of the rest of your life, the beginning of infinity. And yes, it is, every day is the beginning of the rest of our lives, but it's also, don't take things so seriously, because you're going to rob yourself of joys if you do. You're moving forward. You have this determination. You have this power. Don't get too caught up, okay? Because you're going to sit there and be like, I know. And you're going to be tired of thinking and planning and everything like that. And then you're just going to be like, I'm just going to go for it. So just know that here, that as you're moving forward, you're like, you have this beautiful balance of the queen energy with the knight energy. And of course, knights protect queens, but queens are more behind the scenes, taking everything in. It's with your prosperity, it's with your passion here, that you're taking everything in, and you're being resurrected. You're being judged. Like, the judgment card is the angels judging, right? And so you have that judgment coming over you, for better or for worse, but it leads you to a harvest. It leads you to a harvest where you're like, wow, reborn, reinvigorated, knowing what you know, and embracing your truth. And as you do so, you take time out to tend to the seeds you've planted over your heart. And as you tend to the seeds you've planted over the heart, the Mouse Spirit says, tend to the small things. Tend to the things that you might think, oh, well, that's not important. Oh, I'll just do that later. Oh, I'll take care of everybody else before I take care of myself. Oh, I have this, I have that. No, tend to your heart. Tend to what you have planted, what you desire for yourself. And you are going to find yourself emboldened, invigorated, empowered. Meditation is going to be absolutely key for you during this time. If you don't take time to connect with your thoughts, take time to quietly be, you will find yourself feeling frayed at the edges, so much so that you're going to feel like, I just can't do this. I just can't do this. You're going to want to run away and hide. And it's like, no, don't. Don't. Connect with your heart, connect with your mind. Okay, so as an air sign energy, Aquarius, you are very good at thinking things through. You are very connected with your mind, all right? But as somebody who is also ruled tremendously by their emotional self, by their heart, okay? You have this power of your heart and your mind always working together. And this is saying you need to kind of clean that connection, kind of like polish it up, or make sure that everything is just firing very, very smoothly during this time, because that's going to be when your mind checks in with your heart and says, okay, how are we doing? Why am I feeling this way? What's going on? You're going to see a powerful truth coming forth, and you might find yourself embracing realizations that you didn't notice. You're like, wow, I didn't know I saw things this way. But when you see it emotionally, truthfully, personally, you're like, oh, okay. And that leads you to a grounding. That leads you to really putting down your roots. That leads you to being empowered. That leads you to the connection of your Earth Star chakra, where it's like, this is my root, this is my soul, this is myself, and this is my connection on this earthly plane. And as you do so, you have the divine masculine energy of the Emperor coming forward. So there's a very strong sense of taking the reins, like knowing what needs to be done and going out there and doing it. The Emperor doesn't really sit around and think, oh, well, maybe this, maybe that. The Emperor is seen, because for me, masculine, the kings, they're seen. There were plenty of queens who ruled kingdoms, but they did so with a king by their side, even if the king was completely worthless. So here with the Emperor, it's being seen. It's being that actor upon the stage. And as you are being seen, you are being a student of your emotions, your passions, your intuition. And you might say, Dane, if I'm being seen, do I really want to be a student? And it's like, you always want to be a student. You always want to be learning. You always want to be taking in. You always want to be diving deeper into your emotional, personal, passionate truth, into your intuitive self. And as you let this light shine, as you let yourself move forward, that's going to be, Aquarius, when you're like, oh, I got it. I got it. And so with this, Spirit just said, like loud as day in my mind, don't put the cart before the horse. Don't sit there and think, oh, okay, I got this, and then realize, wow, it's going to be so much more work than I thought it was going to be, or oh my gosh, this is so much more intense than I thought it was going to be. It's like, okay, I got this. I know what I need to do, and then I'm going after it. And you do just need to jump. You're an air sign, Aquarius. You just need to jump. Air sign energies need to go after things, but you will find that's why people. Okay, so that's why people get confused with air signs, because they're like, oh, they're flighty. Oh, they don't have a lot of follow through. It's like, no, they just get really excited and they jump into something and they think, oh, okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. And then it wasn't. And so instead of being like other people who sit there and go, well, I'm going to stay with it because I started it, and so I want to see what it's like at the end. Air sign energies are like, no, I don't care. I don't care. I'm on to the next thing. And so that can be flighty, yes, but I actually see it as being really honest. It's like, it's not for me. I know it's not for me, and that's just it. And so the night energy with the air sign definitely has that tendency to be like, boom, I'm moving forward. Boom, I'm going after it. Yes, I know exactly what I want. And it's like, ooh, maybe I should have thought that through just a little bit more. So just make sure that when you're going for something, especially if you're super, super excited about it, you're going to find that things kind of, they go differently than you expected. So just be mindful of that. But your excitement leads you to the Queen of Pentacles. It leads you to being prosperous, and it leads you to not having to flaunt that wealth. You're like, I got this. I got this. I have the prosperity that I want, that I need. And I don't care if anybody else knows. I know. I know. I have that security. I have that safety. I have that bounty. And this is me. And so that's really, really beautiful. And this can also be moving really forward to an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. You know, this sense of prosperity and abundance and security. You can be protecting this earth sign energy just a bit as they get up on their feet and as they embrace their wealth. But this wealth is something where it's like, this is what you love. This is what you value as much as money, and peace comes over you. And it's like, yeah, this is what I stand for. This is who I am. And it's just a sense of peace. And as you embrace this peace, you have the Queen of Wands. So a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Now, a fire sign energy can be changing things up for you quicker than you thought. So with the Eight of Wands, it's like, okay, you're moving forward. Things are changing, whether you like it or not. It can seem at times with the Eight of Wands that you're actually not moving forward. It's like you're just moving. So just be mindful of that. But it's towards your passion. It's towards your intuition. Don't deny your intuition during this time. It is going to be a powerful tool for you in moving forward, in embracing what you want, in embracing where you want to be, in looking at what you desire. And so you are going to see this as being a very powerful time for you, a very powerful time of, yes, this is me, this is my prosperity, this is my bounty, this is my beauty. And as you're moving forward with this, there's also the sense of, well, when's the shoe going to drop? When is everything going to fail? When is everything going to fall apart? What is going to happen here? And it's like, stop. It's okay. It's okay to let yourself, just breathe for a little bit. And the doubts and the fears, you can be sitting there, you can be working on projects that are taking a heck of a lot of time. You could be worried. You would love to be working on projects, but things are furloughed, things are, crazy. And so here, with the Nine of Swords, it's like, be kind to yourself. Let yourself rest. Let yourself breathe, and know that, yes, the stress does come. Also, I'm really seeing Spirit right now saying, be very mindful if you're using something to help you alleviate stress. Like if you use calms or something very natural like that to help you relieve stress, that'd be great. But just be very mindful of not, it's almost abusing things to alleviate stress. That could be for a very specific person listening here, but it just came through very, very clearly. This could also be if you're dealing with somebody who might be very depressed, who's kind of, not sleeping, very worried. You could be dealing with a person like this. You could be going through a situation like this. And you have to know that your prosperity on this earthly plane, you're prosperous. You are. And you have this passion, this power, this determination to keep yourself moving forward. It's like, I will not be stopped. I will not be held down. And so with the Seven of Pentacles, It is prosperity and success, but it's tending, it's minding that garden, it's tending that. So here he's polishing the wood, he's making everything so that it lasts. And that's what you're going to be doing during this time. You're looking at the long haul, and be patient with yourself as you take in what you need. And as you do so, you're becoming a student of your prosperity, of your abundance, and you will see things really starting to change, really starting to move forward. You'll actually, I have a feeling that a lot of the world will be surprised at how quickly things start to shift, start to change. Right now, yeah, it's almost like a pendulum swinging, and it's swinging rather quickly. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups can be, it's walking away from what you once thought you would love. There's an ending here, but there's also a beginning. It's like, I've collected what I love. I know what I love. And it might be that you don't need to really focus on it right now. It's like, I have this. It's safe. And I can walk and do what I need to do. So you might find that to be your truth too. It's like, okay, that's safe. But for others, but for most of the time, when I see the Eight of Cups, it's like, you need that change. You need that change. It's like walking away from something, and you might have thought, oh, this is going to be my forever. This is absolutely awesome. And you might sit there now and be like, no, it's not. It's not. There's something off. You might not be able to put your thumb on it. You might be really questioning things with it. But as you're seeing that you move forward in the power that you need, you're going to be leaving behind things that you're going to find are rather irrelevant. You're going to sit there and be like, I don't need that. I don't want that. And you're going to have thought like, but this was my everything, or this was what I was working so hard towards. And then you just kind of do this shift, do this 180, and you're like, no, I don't want this anymore. I'm good. And it really leads you towards this resurrection, this judgment. Now, the thing with judgment, it's so funny, is that I was just talking with a person with the tarot, and they were like, well, judgment, you don't know how you're going to be judged. You just don't. And so with judgment, I was actually talking with my brother with the tarot, and he was like, with judgment, he's like, you don't know how you're going to be judged. And I was like, whoa, that's deep. I was like, that's completely true. So here it's a harvest. It's being judged, and it's seeing a harvest, but you have here these little gnomes holding up the bounty, and you're going to see what bounty is brought. What is it that you need? What is it that you want? Where is it that you want to be? And what is the reward that's coming? So your angels are with you. Your angels are blessing you. There's a resurrection of soul and of spirit and a sense of contentment. But there's also a sense of things coming your way that you might not be expecting, because you do not know how the angels judge your situation and what they'll say. Oh, well, this needs to be added. That needs to be added. You might sit there and be like, oh, okay, everything's really perfect with this harvest right here. And then he might give you a whole bunch of onions, which, I mean, I like onions, but sometimes it's just like, I pick them out of food. I like the flavor of them, but I'll pick them out. It's like, it's too much. So just beware. Just beware. They might give you a whole bunch of onions, so you have to make onion soup. So just know this, and you might just be looking at things and be like, oh, okay, interesting that my angels put this in my path. And if you have like an angel journal and you're starting to see like patterns in things that are happening, frustrations, and things like that, or you just talk to your angels and you're being very aware of emotionally how you're feeling and what's going on, you're going to see that you'll be able to pick out the onions in your life. You'll be able to pick out the things where you're like, that's intense and it's a little bit much. And I'm not sure how I feel about this all the time, but I get it. I get where you're leading me, or I'm hoping I understand the bigger picture of this. And it leads you to prosperity. It leads you to success. It's like, okay, I win, and I know I win, as I am a student of my heart, my passion, my intuition, my desire, and I'm going to tend to that learning. And one day I will be the queen of the situation. I will be the ruler of this realm. Your subconscious message for this time is the Shiv, is temperance, balance. This is Sagittarius energy, so you have strong Sagittarius presence here. November 22nd to December 21st is the time frame. And you're going to see here that balance is key, a balance between the natural world and the spiritual world, the balance between your passions and your loves, or your passions and your practicalities. You're going to find that subconsciously you're having to balance a lot and it is kind of coming to terms with those balances, but it's yeah, it's like figuring out the dance of those balances. It's like when something new kind of just gets thrown into your life and you're sitting there. It's even like when you get a puppy. You think, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I have a puppy. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I have to take care of a puppy. And it's much more intense than you thought it was going to be. So even with things like that, it's like, yeah. So it's a balance coming in. And then your subconscious chakra message is play. It's your heart chakra. Do not forget to play. Do not forget to have fun. Do not forget to laugh and to be part of joy. And then your subconscious spirit animal message is the elephant spirit. Learn from the past. Learn from the past, because it is embracing and shaping your future. Yeah. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe.